Hello, my name is Rita James, and as always, I'm with my friend called.
My name is Theodosia. Subscribe to our channel.
Yeah, that's very nice, Theodosia. Theodosia is telling us all the members who have not subscribed, please subscribe to our channel, comment, share, and don't forget to like. If you have any question, if you have any comment, please drop in the comment box, and then we'll discuss it together. Today we are going to talk about something very sensitive, and that is something that has been ignored. Sometimes we feel that it's just normal, and yet it can cause really problem, and this is depression in children. Sometimes when we hear the word depression, we just think that it's the adults that can be depressed, but even the children can be depressed. So we shall look at some few causes of depression. What causes depression actually? In most cases, these are some biological things. It can be related to the family issues, life event, lifestyles, social networking, and things like that. So depression can come from very many angles. You find that depression does not come from only one area. Sometimes a kid can be depressed from school because of school issues. Maybe a teacher doesn't like the kid. Maybe she's been bullied at school. So all those can be accumulated, and the kid can be depressed. So you find that you're going to see there's some little acting that you've done with Theodosia. So you'll see at the end of this speech, then you'll see something. So don't move away. Watch until the end, and then you'll see how we have been acting out, how depression in kids can be. So what normally happens in children when they're depressed, they'll not show it directly that they're depressed, but the actions that they'll be doing. Some kids can become outrageous. Some kids can become very angry. Some kids can isolate themselves from the others. Some kids can, even the schoolwork can become difficult. You find that kids don't do schoolwork very nicely. They don't go to school, they sleep all the time, or they don't sleep at all. Even their appetite level, some of them increases or decreases. Some kids don't eat at all. Some kids, they become so angry. You call them, they don't reply. You talk to them, they don't want to talk to you. So they stay alone. They isolate themselves from the rest. So if you see such thing in your kid, then take precaution. Know that there's something wrong with my kid. Why is my kid behaving like this? Why is my kid doing this? Why is my kid doing this? So don't ignore any habits you see in your children as you see something new in your children. For instance, you can put food on the table, and then your kid just comes and then pushes it or throws it or pours it. Then you should ask yourself, there's something wrong. Don't just scold the kid, don't just hit the kid, but just do your research. What's the problem with this kid? What's happening to her? What's the problem with my child? What's the problem with my boy or girl? So you find that some kids can also be depressed, and it's very common nowadays because most of the times parents were not with their children. Most of the times you find that parents they are so busy, they don't talk to children, they don't talk to see what the children are doing. So when the kid feels lonely, the friend the kid has are the schoolmates. So when the kid comes from school, she or he is just alone, does the homework, and is just alone, maybe with the TV. Sometimes watches the TV, and then sometimes doesn't, or goes to sleep. So when those behaviors, little by little, they accumulate, and the kid, these kids, they are very intelligent, by the way. Don't think that kids they are very intelligent, and they notice. So if they see that today my dad has not told me anything, today mommy has not told me I love you, today mommy has not done this, today dad has not done, they keep accumulating that in their mind. They keep accumulating it in their mind. At the end, they become depressed. So depression is there in kids. As parents, we have to be very careful with our kids. Let us have time with the children. Most of the times we don't have time with the kids. We don't talk to the kids. We don't tell them, hey, how is school today? What's the problem? Did you learn this? Did you do this? how is everything here, how are your friends. We don't talk to them on that level. So find that because of our very busy schedules as parents, we ignore our children. So once we ignore our children, they become depressed. And if they become depressed, it's very worse. Depression is just an illness, just like any other illnesses, though it has not yet scientifically maybe been recognized on the medicine that we use on depression. But depression is illness, and as you are taken for therapy, you will be diagnosed, and then there's some treatment that you'll be given. So what happens if you find out that your kid is depressed? There are some few things that you can do to your child if your child is depressed, and one of the most common thing is therapy. You have to take your kid for therapy. Your kid has to undergo some questionnaires. So your kids will be asked some question, and this is very nice if a kid and the parents have been taken together for therapy, because you never know, the kid maybe is depressed because of a parent. Just like as we older people, just as adults, we can be depressed with very many things. The same applies to children. They can also be depressed by various things. So if you notice some behaviors in your children, take them for therapy. Have time with them first, even before going for therapy. Have time with them. If you notice something is bad on your children, have time with your children. Talk to them. Tell them, ask them, interrogate with them, share with them. Come from work early, and then you talk to them. Because if you talk to them, they'll notice that, okay, mommy is now talking to us. So the moods and everything will be changing. The anger issues and things like that will change. So please, as parents, let's have time for our children, because we want to have a very good generation. We want to have a generation of bright children, well brought up children. But that won't happen just from the blues. It happens when parents stand up. So just have your kids, enjoy with your kids, but talk to your children. As I've said, when parents join hands together, wherever you are, if you're a mother, if you are a sister, if you're a young mother, if you are a parent, please, a father, a brother, please, we want to have a greater generation with kids who enjoy being in the world. Because when kids come into the world, it's a gift. If you're a parent, you have kids, it's a gift. So let's enjoy our children by bringing them up in a nice way, by making sure that they don't have this other. You find a kid is having depression, is so young, and he's having depression. But if we can avoid it, let's try to avoid it as soon as possible. So thank you so much. You're going to see other things, so don't go away, please. Just watch until the end, and then you'll see I and my buddy here were acting out something. She's not having depression, but we're just trying to act out to show how depression can happen in kids. So just watch until the end, and then you'll see what will happen. Bye. Thank you. Bye for now, but don't go away. See till the end. See till the end. What's the problem? Theo? Why? Oh my God. Ish. This is really it's getting worse now. Theo?
No.
Theo?
No.
Come.
No.
Theo, come.
No.
Theo?
Leave me.
Theo?
No. Leave me.
Why?
Yes.
Come.
No.
Come, Theo.
No. Leave me.
Why?
Yes.
Why?
Yes.
Come.
No. Leave me.
Okay.